Back now at Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh.
We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Chiefs who are in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the 1st down on the Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They run again with Harris.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. We're going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Warren
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown.
The 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now it's Rudolph.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. And you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Rudolph looking to throw. Leaves him behind in the spin.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Rudolph looking to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play.
Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Travis Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey.
Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 55 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to
slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
110 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the route.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
The slot man in motion right.
At the 37.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there, and also a 1st down. They hand this off to Harris.
Down to about the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. On the give, this is Harris.
There for the tackle is Trent McDuffie.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Yellow.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Mahomes. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 72 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now out come the Steelers.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to rely on extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Rudolph on 3rd down. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Stiff-armed him. They can't tackle him. And he's taken down inside the 30. 181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were playing on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mahomes to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Mahomes will throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second down, goal to go.
Now Mahomes maybe a free play. This is caught.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Mahomes. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Butker on for the PAT. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
On second down, this is Harris. Pretty move. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is
It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game, it...
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit, because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade, and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
And even 40 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Here's White.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Rashad White.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all finished off by a touchdown catch from Rashad White. This fielded right at the goal line.
He's still on his feet.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
They'll run again with Harris. Gets through and now an opening.
Still going. Najee Harris.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up, but in this case he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Mayfield now on 2nd down.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Austin. And running with power here.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Cade Otten.
43 yards.
And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now,
our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Second down and 6 now.
Here's Rudolph.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got his man, it's Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. A handoff for Warren.
And some room to work. Fighting down past the 45. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on the first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Second down, Mayfield. He completes it right side of White. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Austin. Fights him off. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback in it. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Still fighting. Well, 203 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Mason Rudolph taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
A first down throw from Mayfield. This is White on the screen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield throw on target to Godwin here.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
On first and 10, Mayfield. That's complete, right around the 8. Touchdown! Cade Otton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Levante David in on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Man, 222 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Credit Yaya Diaby with a stop.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Rudolph on 3rd down.
That is caught.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either.